Stop. Before you click book on that 2025 or 2026 cruise, you need to watch this. Imagine spending $5,000, $6,000, even $10,000 on your dream vacation, only to find yourself in a nightmare. You get on board and the buffet is a chaotic war zone. The pools are so crowded you can't even see the water. The cabin you thought was a balcony is actually a tiny window overlooking a lifeboat. You paid for luxury, but you got a floating Walmart. The wrong cruise line can ruin your vacation and waste your money. And the right one? It can be the greatest trip of your life. But how do you tell the difference? Carnival, Royal, Celebrity, Viking. They all look the same in the brochure, but they are not the same. That's why we're here. Today we are doing the ultimate deep dive. We are ranking the major cruise lines, not just from worst to best, but by putting them into 5 distinct tiers. This is the only guide you need to choose the perfect cruise for you. And the information in Tier 3 versus Tier 4 alone will change how you plan your trip. Let's get started. Let's start at the bottom. Tier 5, the ultra budget tier. These are the cruises with prices that seem too good to be true, and they often are. The primary players here are the oldest ships from lines like MSC Cruises and Costa Cruises. To be clear, MSC's new ships are fantastic and compete in Tier 4. This tier is only about their older, cheaper vessels. What's the experience like? The word is inconsistent. The main dining room food might be okay one night and terrible the next. The buffet is a battlefield, designed for mass feeding, not for a culinary experience. Cabins are small, dated, and the service is hit or miss, but the real killer is the nickel and diming. That $399 price is just the entry fee. Soda, extra bottled water, extra. Wi-Fi, slow and expensive. Even the automatic gratuities often feel unjustified by the service. By the time you add a drink package, Wi-Fi, and a specialty meal just to escape the buffet, you've spent almost as much as you would on a better cruise line. So who is this for? The traveler with only one priority, the absolute lowest price. The spring breaker who just needs a place to crash. If you go in with rock-bottom expectations, you might be fine. For 90% of people planning a real vacation, I strongly recommend you avoid Tier 5 now. Let's move to the tier most people know. Tier 4, the mass market giants. These aren't just ships. They're floating cities packed with endless activities. This is the kingdom of the big 3, Carnival, Royal Caribbean, and Norwegian Cruise Line, NCL. This tier is defined by energy. It's loud, crowded, high energy, and can be a ton of fun. But these 3 lines are not the same. First, Carnival Cruise Line. Their tagline is the fun ships, and they mean it. The vibe is a non-stop party. Deck parties are loud, casinos are packed, and the atmosphere is casual. They have some of the best free food at sea, like Guy Fieri's burger joint and the Blue Iguana Cantina. The downside? It's a lot. If you're looking for a quiet read by the pool, good luck. Carnival appeals to a younger crowd and families wanting high-energy fun. Next, Royal Caribbean. If Carnival is the fun ship, Royal is the wow ship. Their brand is built on innovation. We're talking about the biggest ships in the world, Oasis and Icon class. These are technological marvels, with ice skating rinks, zip lines, and surf simulators. It's perfect for multi-generational families. The trade-off? The price. Royal Caribbean is almost always more expensive than Carnival, and on a ship with 7,000 passengers it can feel impersonal. Finally, Norwegian Cruise Line, NCL. NCL's innovation is freestyle cruising. No set dinner times, no assigned tables. You eat where you want, when you want. It's fantastic for those who hate a rigid schedule. They also feature top-tier entertainment, often full-length Broadway shows. Their free at sea promotion sounds amazing, but it's not really free. You must pay 8% gratuity on the full value of the packages, adding hundreds to your bill. It's a marketing gimmick, but still a decent deal. The problem with this entire tier? Crowds. You will wait in lines for the buffet for water slides to get off the ship. The 8 a.m. battle for the pool chair is real. If you're an introvert or hate crowds, Tier 4 might be a nightmare. But if you have kids or you're a kid at heart, this is your happy place. Now for Tier 3, the premium upgrade, or what I call the sweet spot. This tier is for people who tried Tier 4 and thought, that was fun, but I'm ready for an upgrade. This tier values quality over quantity. The ships are still big and beautiful, but the focus shifts from high-energy attractions to better food, elevated service, and a more relaxed, sophisticated atmosphere. The champions of Tier 3 are Celebrity Cruises, Princess Cruises, and Holland America Line. First, Celebrity Cruises. Celebrity is owned by Royal Caribbean, but they are nothing alike. Celebrity's brand is modern luxury. Their new Edge-class ships are stunning, like high-end boutique hotels. The food is a massive step up. Even the buffet is a world-class experience. The crowd is older than on Royal, but it's not boring. It's for people who appreciate good design, craft cocktails, and a quiet, adult-focused pool. Next, Princess Cruises. You might know them as the Love Boat. Princess is all about classic cruising. It's more traditional. No rock-climbing walls, but they have incredible enrichment programs, fantastic spas, and the Medallion class. Wearable disc that unlocks your door and lets you order a drink from anywhere. It's one of the best tech innovations at sea. They are the kings of Alaska. Their land and sea tours are unmatched. It's a refined, relaxing, and comfortable experience. Finally, Holland America Line. Holland America is the oldest and most traditional of the three. It skews to the oldest demographics in this tier, but they've pivoted to become the music cruise line. They have incredible live music venues like the B.B. King's Blues Club and Rolling Stone Rock Room. Their service is famously polished, and their ships are never crowded. It's the most peaceful cruise you'll find outside the luxury market. The downside of this tier? It's quieter. If you need a DJ and a belly flop contest to have fun, you will be bored. But if your idea of a vacation is a great glass of wine, an incredible meal, and reading a book on a comfy lounger, this is your sweet spot. Tier 2 is fascinating. This tier isn't better than Tier 3, but it's way more expensive. Why? Because these two cruise lines are the absolute best in the world at one very specific thing. This is the niche specialist tier, home to Disney Cruise Line and Virgin Voyages. First, Disney Cruise Line. Let's be blunt, if you have children under 12, this is the best cruise line on earth, period. What Disney does is magic. The service is predictive. They know what you need before you do. The kids' clubs are so incredible, your kids will beg you to leave them there. They have rotational dining, where you and your servers move to a new themed restaurant every night. Plus, you get the characters, the shows, and their private island. Castaway Cay, what's the catch? It costs a fortune. A 7-night Disney cruise can easily cost double a similar cruise on Royal Caribbean. Is it worth it? If you have kids who believe in the magic, 100%. If you don't, you're paying a massive premium for characters you don't care about. And now for the complete opposite, Virgin Voyages. Virgin is the anti-cruise. First, it's adults only, 18 and over. No kids ever. The vibe is cool, like a trendy Miami hotel. There is no main dining room and, more importantly, no buffet. Instead, you have 6 to 8 specialty restaurants, a steakhouse, a Korean BBQ, a high-end Mexican joint, and they are all included in the price. Also included Wi-Fi, all basic drinks, and all tip. Virgin is for the person who hates traditional cruising. They have a tattoo parlor, drag queen brunches, and a heavy focus on wellness and partying. It's a work hard, play hard vibe. It's new, disruptive, and exactly what the industry needed. So Tier 2, the best, if you fit their mold. If you have kids, go Disney. If you hate kids, go Virgin. Finally, we arrive at the top. Tier 1, the money is no object tier. The best of the best. This is the world of ultra luxury. Here, the ships are small, the service is flawless, and the word no does not exist. We are talking about lines like Viking Ocean, Seabourn, and Regent 7 Seas. What separates this from all other tiers? In a word, inclusion. On these lines, all-inclusive actually means all-inclusive. You don't pay for premium liquor. You don't pay for specialty dining, as every restaurant is specialty. You don't pay for Wi-Fi. You don't pay for gratuities. On Regent, even shore excursions and flights are included. Let's look at Viking Ocean. These ships are gorgeous. Calm Scandinavian design. Adults only. It's a thinking person's cruise. They include one shore excursion in every port. Beer and wine are included with lunch and dinner. Spa access is free. It's elegant, quiet, and destination focused. Then Seabourn. This is like being on your own private yacht. The service is next level. We're talking butlers. We're talking caviar in the surf, where they will literally serve you caviar and champagne on a surfboard in the Caribbean. And then Regent 7 Seas, which claims to be the most inclusive cruise line in the world. They're probably right. When you book a Regent cruise, the price is the price. Flights, hotels, transfers, drinks, food, excursions, all of it done. These ships are smaller, so they can access ports the giant. Tier 4 ships could never dream of. You're not just visiting a port, you're experiencing it. The downside? The price. A 7-day cruise on one of these lines can cost $5,000, $8,000, even $10,000 per person. But you get what you pay for. This is, without question, the best way to see the world by sea. So after all that, what's the worst cruise line for 2025? The truth is, the worst cruise line is the one that doesn't match you. If you're a 25-year-old looking to party and you book Holland America, if you're a 65-year-old couple looking for peace and quiet and you book Carnival, same problem. The best cruise line is the one that fits your budget, your personality, and your vacation style. Want a non-stop party? Carnival. A floating theme park? Royal Caribbean. A refined experience? Celebrity. Got kids? Disney. Hate kids? Virgin. Won the lottery? Viking or Seabourn. Choosing a cruise is a huge decision, and I hope this guide helped break it down. What's your favorite cruise line, and which tier does it fall into? Let me know in the comments. And if this video helped you plan your next vacation, hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives. View 3 Prompt 75. Thanks for watching. Now go book that vacation.